As we come to the end of an historic week together in this country, we knew, if close, that this election could take days to count with the historic turnout, the early vote in the middle of this pandemic, and that's where we are. Night 4, as I mentioned, and tonight as votes are counted in several battlegrounds, the one state everyone continues to watch very closely is Pennsylvania. Joe Biden slowly growing his lead there, and if he wins Pennsylvania, he wins the White House. What we're learning tonight from inside the Biden campaign, will Joe Biden and Senator Kamala Harris speak to the nation tonight? That had been the plan for a time, but what we're learning now. And President Trump, what is his strategy now? Even if he catches up to Biden in Pennsylvania, he'd have to win several other states. Biden's lead nearly insurmountable at this point. So what is the president's strategy moving forward? We have reporting on the president's mood and whether there's any movement in his thinking on his next steps. But let's get right to the boards tonight. Where this race stands, Joe Biden leads in the popular vote by more than 4 million. And in the all-important Electoral College, it remains 253 for Biden, 214 for President Trump. On the map, you can see those key battlegrounds in gray, still too close to call. The most pivotal of all, as I mentioned, Pennsylvania. And we watched this morning when Joe Biden surpassed the president in that state. That lead slowly growing over the course of the day. His lead now more than about 14,000 votes there. In Georgia overnight, Joe Biden doing the same, catching up and surpassing the president just after about 4 a.m. this morning. Biden now leading by about 4,200 votes. Georgia's Secretary of State expects a recount now in that state. The race tightening in Arizona. Biden still in the lead there. And in Nevada tonight, Biden extending his lead, nearly doubling in the past 24 hours. There have been questions all day long. Joe Biden and Senator Kamala Harris preparing to speak to the nation. We had seen activity on the stage outside the Chase Center in Wilmington. So Mary Bruce on that in a moment on what it would take for Biden to appear and how late into the night that this might happen. We have not seen the president in 24 hours after he came out during the evening news last night. And so the nation waits and wonders what's taking so long, especially in Pennsylvania. We're going to carefully guide you through it all again tonight. And we begin with ABC's Mary Bruce with the Biden campaign in Delaware.
Tonight in Wilmington, the stage is set for a victory celebration. Supporters already gathering. Former Vice President Joe Biden out of sight. Since election night, he's urged calm and patience as the votes are counted.
Each ballot must be counted. And that's what we're going to see going through now. And that's how it should be.
Biden has vowed to beat back any legal challenges, tweeting, "We have assembled the largest election protection effort in history." But on a staff call this morning, the message from top campaign officials was, "We did it." The team told to enjoy this moment. Publicly, Biden already signaling the nation's problems cannot wait.
We're reminded again of the severity of this pandemic. Cases are on the rise nationwide, and we're nearing 240,000 deaths due to COVID.
His meaning clear. Joe Biden is ready to get to work.
All right, so let's get right to Mary Bruce, who's been working non-stop. Speaking of work, she's live in Wilmington tonight. And Mary, we can see the stage there behind you, the lights set up. The Biden campaign saying earlier, you had reported during our special report coverage that they were planning a primetime speech tonight, though it remains unclear if they'll move forward if the AP and the networks don't project a winner. What are you hearing?
Well, David, the campaign expects him to speak here tonight, but they are likely waiting until this race is called. It is clear that they don't want to get ahead of anything here. Biden has been urging his supporters to be patient, to keep the faith while every vote is counted, David.
Wow, really, Americans on both sides of this remaining patient all week long, and that has been impressive across much of this country. And in the meantime, Mary, you've also learned more tonight about the vice president, what he's been doing, who's been with him as he waits along with the country.
Well, David, we are told that he has spent the day with his family, meeting with aides, and like the rest of us, closely watching these election results. He's also been reaching out to Democrats who won their races and to supporters to thank them for working on this campaign. But, David, it is also clear that Joe Biden tonight is already looking ahead. All
right, Mary Bruce leading us off tonight. Mary, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.